All right, Mr. Ahmed here for 7.1 part 3. This will wrap up 7.1. Then we'll have a quiz over this material just because there's a lot of information in 7.1. So we determined just doing 7.1, then a quiz would be the way to go. So today we'll wrap up the information. All right, so today we're going to focus on exterior angles of polygons. And just a reminder, an exterior angle of a polygon forms a linear pair with the interior angle. So this is an exterior angle. All right, right in here. Forms a linear pair with the interior angle. This is the original interior angle. And the exterior angle just forms that linear pair. So together those two have to add up to 180 degrees. So for this investigation, this chart, we're going to focus on regular polygons for all these figures. We're going to assume they're all regular. They might be based off the diagram. They might not be, but we're going to say they're all regular. So keep in mind, to find the measure of one interior angle of a regular polygon, we would take the sum of the angles and divide it by the number of angles slash number of sides. For a triangle, we should already know that if it's regular, this angle has to be 60 degrees in the interior. All three of them do. All right, so I'm going to start with that one. I'm not going to calculate it. So each interior angle is 60 degrees. So the exterior angle forms a linear pair with that one. So those two have to add up to 180. So that would mean that this one has to be 120 degrees. So one exterior angle is 120 degrees. There are three exterior angles. We're only going to assume there's one at each vertex. Technically, you could draw two, but we are stating one at each vertex. So there would be 1, 2, 3 of them. And the sum of those would be 3 times 120, which is 360 degrees. Okay, now, with a four-sided figure, for us to calculate that, we would take n minus 2 times 180 and divide it by the number of sides, which is 4. Now again, for a regular quadrilateral, hopefully we would know that if it's a regular quadrilateral, each angle has to be 90 degrees because it's a square. If you don't know that, that's okay, but each one has to be 90, all right? And there are 4 of them because there's 4 sides, and the exterior angle is also 90. Because those form a linear pair. So we have 90, 90, 4 of them. 4 times 90 is also 360. Let's see with a 5-sided figure. So for a 5-sided figure, for us to find one interior angle, we are going to take 5 minus 2 times 180 and divide it by 5. Let's see what we got here. All right, so make sure you press enter on the top, because it's 540 on the top, then divide it by 5, we get 108. So each interior angle for this regular pentagon is 108 degrees. So the exterior angle forms a linear pair, so we'd have to take 180 minus 108, which is 72. Oh, I put that in the wrong spot. 108, sorry about that. I'm going to cross that off. This is 72. Exterior angle was 72. I put the interior one with the exterior. So 72 degrees. There are 5 of them, okay, because there's 5 sides. So 5 times 72, let's see what it is. Oh, also 360. Interesting. So thus far we've done 3 different figures, and all the exterior angles, each exterior angle is one at each vertex is added up to 360 degrees. So with a 6-sided figure, we'll figure out each interior angle by taking 6 minus 2 times 180 divided by 6. I'm going to put this in the right box this time. So 6 minus 2 times 180, press enter, divide it by 6, get 120. So each interior angle, 120 degrees. If I make a linear pair, these two have to add up to 180, so that is 60 degrees. There are 6 of them. 60 times 6 is also 360 degrees. How many sides does this one have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm going to count again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it appears if we're looking at an 8-sided figure this time. And each interior angle, I'm just going to calculate it this time, 8 minus 2 times 180 divided by 8, 135. Have to be a linear pair. 180 minus 135 is 45. So each exterior angle is 45 degrees. Times that by 8. And we still get 360 degrees. So to sum it all up, the sum of the measures of the exterior angles of a polygon is always 360 degrees. That is one at each vertex. Technically, you could draw two, but we're assuming we're only drawing one, okay? So, exterior angles theorem states the sum of the measures of the exterior angles of a convex polygon, one at each vertex, is always 360 degrees. So that doesn't matter if it's a 100-sided figure. If we find each exterior angle and add them all up, it's always going to add up to 360. So when I look at this diagram, I automatically see we're looking at exterior angles. I don't even need to count the number of sides, all right? The exterior angles always have to add up to 360 degrees. So I need to find x. So 360 is equal to all of these added together. So I have a 90 plus a 60 plus a 4x plus an x plus a 2x. And then we'll solve, combine like terms. 2, 3, 7x plus 150 equals 360. Subtract our 150. And we get 210. And divide that by 7. 30. So we found x, okay? All right, Sarah notices that the lamp at her house has a base that is a regular 15 gon. Find the measure of each interior angle of the lamp. So each interior angle, we just did that a few times. N minus 2 times 180, divide that by n, okay? So when I do this, 15 goes in, so 15 minus 2 times 180 divided by 15, and let's see what we get. Oh, there we go. Got 156. So each interior angle is 156 degrees. Now, the way that I could find each exterior angle, we know that they have to add up to 360. So each exterior angle could be 360 divided by n. So that's 360 divided by 15, because there's 15 sides, there's 15 angles. And when we take 360 divided by 15, we get 24. So together, these two should add up to 180 because they are linear pairs, which they do. Okay? All right. This one says the measures of the exterior angles of a convex pentagon, so we have 5 sides, are 2x, 4x, 6x, 8x, 10x. What is the measure of the smallest exterior angle? So exterior angles add up to 360. 360 equals 2x plus 4x plus 6x plus 8x plus 10x. Combine our like terms. So we have 18, 24, 28, 30. Divide by 30, and we get 12. Now it said to find the smallest one, so we have to plug it back in. 2x is the smallest one. 2 times 12 is 24 degrees. All right. How to find the exterior angle of a regular polygon? Well, what is the measure of one exterior angle of a regular 13 gon? So if we just take 360 divided by the number of sides, that gets us each exterior angle of regular polygon. So when I take 360 divided by 13 in this case, I get 27.69, so I'll round that to 27.7, okay? All right, that's it for 7.1. Make sure as you kind of prepare for the quiz that you can access these formulas. I mean, technically we have 4 formulas that we're gonna be working with. We have the sum of the interior angles, the sum of the exterior angles for any polygons, And then we have the formula that we can use to find each interior angle of a regular polygon. And we also have the formula to find each exterior angle of the regular polygon, which we've gone over in the packet. So I am going to write those down here real quickly for you as a summary, just so if you want, you can write these down. So these are the 4 formulas. All right. We have sum of interior angles. That's equal to n minus 2 times 180, no matter what. The sum of exterior angles is always equal to 360 degrees, 1 at each vertex. Regular polygons. Each or an interior angle of regular polygon is equal to n minus 2 times 180 divided by n. And an exterior angle of regular polygon is always equal to 360 divided by n. So those are the 4 formulas. Hopefully you have a good rest of the day.